All right. Hey, everybody. It is, I don't even know what day it is. What is it? August 25th. Holy crap. I wrote it down. Thanks. Oh, and it's our MisFIT team hangout. And I'm recording because I have a lot of stuff I actually want a lot of people to hear. So there's a few people that weren't able to make it tonight. So hopefully they'll be able to watch this. And I appreciate if you do. So first, if I tend to look over like for approval from somebody, I want you to see off camera here. This is Kira, and Kira has become part of our family over the last few years, babysitting for Mason, and now she's going to start running my life. She's going to start helping assist me do better with like my like page and help me teach some stuff there. Bring me up to speed because I'm old on like, cool things like Snapchat and things like that. God. Uncomfortable things like that. And help me kind of streamline a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about for a while. So we'll be opening up conversations about onboarding systems for new coaches and onboarding to help prepare new participants as well. And I'll get to that in just a minute. So anyways, so I might look at Kira every now and then and say something, so that might look weird. So there is a person sitting there, I promise. So I wanted to start off with some recognition because everybody has been putting in so much hard work, not only as far as working the business and working coaches, but I just feel like this month has been very challenging. It has been very busy. And everybody is doing so good at your personal journeys and helping inspire all of our participants in our group. It has been absolutely amazing. And I said it last week, and I'll say it again. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support when we lost Glenn's dad and how that pulled us away. And you guys just jumped in, and that has just been incredible. And that's why I love our team. Like, we back each other up. And so anyways, thank you. And you guys are doing an awesome job. And I know that's not always easy to do. Sometimes it can get frustrating and tiring, but we all know what we're doing is really important. So I wanted to kind of highlight Mickey Kowalski for a second for getting back in the game. And again, we talked about this a little bit last week, just about how some light bulbs went off for her going to Summit and seeing the different types of people and what they're really able to achieve just by being consistent in what they're doing. And she's gone, a few months feeling really frustrated, not feeling like she's really able to inspire others and introduce them to their journey. And then this month is just like totally back in it. And sometimes we have good months and sometimes we have bad months, and that's how it goes. But if we're consistent, then that momentum builds. And that's the key thing is once you get going, keep going, because that's part of the journey. What we learn about ourselves in our workouts and our nutrition is building healthy habits and continuing those even on the bad days. And our business is the same. We have to continue those healthy business habits if we want to inspire others to have healthier lives. So, and I said this to Aaron, my upline coach. There was a big opportunity to do a big training and win some money out of that this month. And I backed out with being gone and not feeling like I wasn't going to be able to put my all into it and really have a successful month. And I'm having a better month as far as conversations go, as far as putting myself out there, being a little bit more vulnerable. And it's generating more communication. And I was like, I'm doing all the stuff, all the requirements that were for that training, I'm doing it all. And I guess I shouldn't have backed out, but I did. But I'm sticking with it and doing it every day, even on the days that it seemed like that was going to be impossible. But it's part of what got me through and is getting me through that process of moving forward after such a loss. So I just wanted to kind of bring that up. I want to highlight Val and Sloan, who couldn't be on tonight, but I hope they watch this because I think what they're doing and the opportunity that they have, and Meredith and I talked about this, they've kind of started a little free fit club at school, and they're talking to other teachers. They're being more vulnerable. They're posting publicly more. They're showing people that they're sticking with it. And they're starting to get that kind of hater attention that we all get from time to time on this journey. And I said, that means that you're actually doing something that's making other people uncomfortable. And that's okay. You can leave those people behind. Don't even respond to it. And watch what happens in a year. They will come around. Or they'll just eventually leave you alone and realize that you're not just drinking Kool-Aid. So I'm just really, really proud of the two of them putting themselves out there and working on inspiring others, and, you know, being willing to really face-to-face inspire them and help them see what they're really about. I think that's a beautiful thing. So keep going, and all that consistency is going to pay off much sooner than later. And then I can't say enough about Miss Meredith really getting things going this month and making it all happen for us. And I know, like, she's pulling her hair out right now trying to get her life going, and she's got a lot on her plate, and I can never tell you how much I appreciate you. I can't say it enough. So thank you, as always, for everything you do on this team. Okay. Oh my God. I have to say, Mare and Terry, the video that you guys put up, it was amazing. I absolutely loved it. And I don't know how with Ranger in that video, you guys didn't win $1,000 yet. Like, that was freaking awesome. So I think you guys should do another one. Just saying. Okay. Okay, so I introduced you to Karen. I have a little list over here because I know I could ramble and I get off topic all the time. So I wanted to share a story with you guys because I think our biggest message about what we do when we're inspiring other people is about creating those habits and being consistent. And this is just one of those examples of exactly why I say how important it is. So I don't know if I've ever shared this story. I don't know if I really had this like full realization until just this week. When I started my first challenge, Erin started working on me right away about the coach opportunity. And I was one of those people that passed it up for a couple of months. And we even bought a second challenge pack under Glenn before I became a coach. Well, a few months after that, I had a friend at work ask me what I was doing. And remember, I was very, very private about my journey, but she saw something was different. And so she started asking me about it, and I told her, and she asked me, well, why don't you do that? I would want to do that with you, not with somebody I don't know. And I was like, okay, I can do that. That's cool. And so with her and me and a couple other gals from work that already had a couple of products, we started my first challenge group. And I realized that what I said to Erin at that time, now I realize, was that I had to have a reason to become a coach. I felt like I had to have a reason other than just saving money. I don't know why, but that title meant something to me. And if I was going to say that I was a coach, I wanted it to mean something. And she told me then that it was like maybe a month into it. And she said, you know, I was an athlete. I know how to take care of myself. I also know how not to take care of myself. But I think that of all the people in the world that I could have talked to here at work, I'm talking to you for a reason, and maybe that means that you're going to save my life someday. And I didn't know how to take that. I didn't know exactly what to do with it other than to cry. And then she fell off. And then I felt more comfortable after going, a little bit more public during that time about my journey. And then that's when I met some of the haters. And she didn't hate, but didn't save me at that time either. But behind closed doors was always saying, I think you're doing a great thing. Well, this week, she calls me and says, I'm afraid I'm going to die. I don't know what to do. And I know that I need to do something. And I really want to do this with you. And I'm finally letting down my own barriers. And I'm finally going to say I'm surrendering to the process 100%. And I'm going to commit to doing this all the way out without all of my hard-headed excuses. What's the message that I'm trying to show you? Consistency. Because I stuck with it, because I'm still doing it 3 years later. I started being a coach because she was interested in it, and I kept going because I gained some momentum. This became very meaningful to me. I saw what it could do for people, and now she's coming back and saying, if you can stick with this, I can stop being my own worst enemy. And to me, that's incredibly powerful. That's incredibly meaningful. And that she still comes back to me to do it and try it again, but give it the full commitment this time. That's my message. Stay consistent. Stay on your journey. Keep putting it out there that you're doing it, because you never know who's waiting to hear that message, and you never know who's going to come back to you. Does that all come together? Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Okay. So let's talk a few logistics here. So we're almost to September, and we're going to start our HealthBET group. And I think that almost everybody that's inside our tracker group right now is going to stick with it for the HealthBET. And we all know the criteria, right? Raise your hand if you don't know the criteria for it. We're good. And everybody, I think everybody watched the video. I actually have a few people that are interested in doing a group, but they don't want to be in a big group, or they're being very private, including the person I was just talking about. So I'm going to put them in like a separate small group on my own. And like I always say, like, anybody is always free to, make your own groups. We don't have to do things together. It just works out very nicely. But because I have those couple really private, kind of scared people, I'm going to put them in a separate group, in a separate tracker, and let them do it that way, because it'll be a little bit more comfortable for them to have success. So I'm just going to take that one on my own. But with it being the tracker, it'll be pretty easy, since I can kind of follow the portal thing. Sorry, words. God. So, but I'm really looking forward to this, and I think that we'll have even better success, if we're reminding people, we're really working towards something besides our own goals. Like, we're all going to get money out of this. I'm really excited to see, like, what kind of money we're going to get out of this, because the interesting part is how many people are going to commit to it, but how many are actually going to complete it. So I'm double checking with everybody that's saying that they're going to do the tracker group, that they are a current customer or coach, that they have a current active Shakeology order, and that they're in the tracker. Because they haven't said that in the questions that I've looked at. They haven't said you have to have a current order, but I wouldn't put it past that being a criteria, even though they haven't said that full out. Does that make sense? And I don't want to leave room for error for somebody who's going to say, I'm totally committed, and they have this old bag of Shakeology, and then they don't get, the money for the HealthBET. So, and we all know I had a little bit of a run-in with a participant recently. So I'm addressing that and just suggesting that we get a current bag. So we'll see where that goes. Thank you all for being so supportive with all that. Okay. And then I want to talk about an opportunity that we all have and kind of a fun little spin idea that we came up with. Did you guys see Erin Young's announcement in Fit Fighter Nation about the training opportunity that's coming up in October? Did you guys see that video that she posted? Okay. So what they're going to do is Arno Nakaha, who is like our regional director of sales and works with like the elite coaches in our area, he and Aaron and I think Erica Buzzard, and then a couple of coaches that are from Southern Indiana, Katie and Jason Roberts. They're a coach team. They're married. They're absolutely freaking adorable and so fun. She's a nurse. He's a mental health therapist, so they both hold a very special place in my heart with that. And I have a little bit of a crush on both of them. They're going to do a training here in Indy on Sunday, October 9th. And I was like, crap, of course it's a weekend. I'm going to miss out on everything. And then Meredith was like, no, you're stupid and you don't listen. It's on October 9th. And I went, holy crap, I'm off. Like, how beautiful is this? So October 8th is the leukemia walk. That's the Light the Night walk. So plug, I'd like everybody to come and join. And then the next day is the training. So the training is at 1 o'clock. It's at the Ritz-Charles in Carmel. And at noon is a Diamond Coach luncheon. The luncheon's free. The coach or the training will be $20. So try and get that on your calendar, because I would really love the opportunity to all of us to attend something together. And so I will, I'll make sure Val and Sloan and everybody else that's not on here. It's for any coach, okay? Any coach in our downline. I think it's a great opportunity because I don't know exactly what they're going to present, but hey, like, let's do it. Go ahead and put that on your calendar. October 9th. Both of them, actually. You should just come home that weekend.
And stay with you. My parents will be in Long Beach.
Okay. I noticed that your parents didn't invite you to Long Beach. Okay, anyways. So I really, really, really want all of us to go to this training together, because I don't ever have an opportunity to do like the Super Saturdays or Super Sundays that I also would really love for you guys to, you know, be able to get to the next one, which should be either October or November. I should know that date, but I don't. Sorry, I will find it though. Because the other thing that, and I don't know if Meredith's screen is frozen or if she's really still gone. She could be there like a phantom.
I'm here.
Oh, she's there. Yay! Okay. So I was talking to her about this yesterday, and I said, what do you think about doing some team headshots for everybody that comes? Because I think everybody that is a coach and is trying to inspire others should have some pretty pictures, even if it's just a few. But I think everybody deserves a pretty picture because of all the work that you're putting in. So that's what we're going to do. Everybody that comes to the training with us on October 9th is going to get a few headshots done. So I haven't worked out the details of this. I think we probably will talk to a couple of photographers about doing this for us so that we can all, because obviously Meredith could do it, but I really want her to also be part of it because I want some team shots as well as we're all growing. And so we'll work out those details, but it's going to happen. So I don't know if we'll do pictures like just before that or right after it, but I would just plan on being there and being cute. So I really, really want to be able to do this with all of you guys. So does that sound like fun? No? Yeah? No? Nikki, don't look at me like that. I know you don't like to be in front of the camera. And you know what? I don't care. I love you. And I don't care what you think of the camera. You're going to get some pretty pictures taken. See, even if it's just like that, that could be your picture. Shaking your head at me with that smirk on your face, that eat shit smirk on your face. Yes. That's fine. That's why we're the misfits. Okay. All right, so that's the majority of what I have to say. Meredith, do you have anything you want to add on to what I just said about that?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay.
No.
All right. Okay, cool. So,
What
and
are you laughing about?
your mom is losing it. No. All right. So this is what, like I'm terrible at like personal development and stuff. So what I'm working on as personal development right now is kind of what I always tell our newer coaches to do, and that is being an expert in our products. And so going into the Coach Online office or whatever access you have, even if it's just the videos, and looking at all of the products that we have, because this is kind of like, I don't know, this is my message to you about like, we really have a solution for everything everybody wants to do. We have so many different types of programs. If somebody says they travel too much, like I am pushing Beachbody On Demand, that challenge pack, down people's throats right now. Like I feel like us highlighting Beachbody On Demand is a necessity at this point, especially with Fixate on board. And this is going to lead into my my next point. But whatever somebody needs, when you ask somebody what their goals are or what they feel like they need and they tell you, we have an actual simplified solution for whatever that problem is. Through fitness nutrition support, we have a simplified solution. And everybody says, I have a solution, I have a solution. Yes, but the point about us is having a nice, pretty package that it's in. It's all spelled out for you. You do have to do the work because, it takes work to do this. You have to be committed to it. But it is a simplified solution in a pretty package. For example, if somebody says, I need to do a cleanse, Nikki, what would you say? What would you point them to?
A 3-day refresh?
If they're like, I just want a quick little cleanse. What else? If they wanted to do a big cleanse, what could you point them to?
Ultimate reset?
Yep. You hear people talking about Whole30 or, any of those like weird juice cleanses or anything. Well, what if you weren't starving yourself and just drinking juice and getting rid of water weight? What if you learned nutrition and were able to move forward with an actual plan where every day it's written out for you? The recipes, the meal plans, it's all written out for you. You don't have to think your way through it. It's right there. Everything you need is in that package. Everything you need is in that pamphlet. It's so simple to understand. And we have all of these things in our back office to teach us about that stuff, the talking points. The reason that we struggle with being able to share that with people is just because we don't know the product well enough. Either we haven't done it, guilty, or we just haven't really exposed ourselves to it. So like I'm making it a point to try and do a workout from every program so that I can feel what it feels like. Even for somebody that has a hard time and doesn't love to work out, I can give an honest opinion. That's one of my key points. I don't love to work out, but I know that I need it. That's my big thing, right? I love people that love to work out. I'm jealous of them, but if we know the product, if we understand what we have at our fingertips, then we feel more confident and we can handle the objections a little bit better. You have people that can't handle impact. We have so many programs for that, right? We have Tai Chang, we have Size, we have Country Heat, we have PIO. Now we have 3-week retreat. Do you see me shoving that down everybody's throats? I am so in love with this. And I'm getting people talking about Beachbody On Demand because they're interested in 3-week retreat. I'm talking to them about, well, it's so great that you love this program because then you get all this other stuff as part of that package for free, and it's coming with the portion fix. So I'm able to start them out with the full package right there. Everything's in front of them, and all this extra content that they never would expect to be able to see in front of them. Hey, you're going to get this. And have you ever heard of, P90? Have you ever heard of Body Beast? Have you ever heard of Master and Chisel? What about Shaun T? You're going to get all of that as part of this package. Like, hell yes. That's thousands of dollars worth of product. How many products have we bought? How many programs have we bought? We've spent money on all of those things separately over the years, and they're going to get it right in front of them. So, like, I had somebody sign up today and said, okay, I got it done, and their order went through, and I said, okay, so here you go. This is what I want you to do right now. You're going to download 3 apps. It's a 21-day fix tracker, the My Challenge tracker, and BOD. I want you to sign into your BOD app and look in there and see everything that you have in front of you right now. You have all these options. You don't have to do anything with it, but it's so exciting, because then what I'm going to do is lead them to Fixate and those introductory videos like Meredith did in our group. I'm going to start every participant that way. You can get a head start right now just by watching these videos so that you feel a little bit more comfortable with the info. So I've been kind of immersing myself in a lot of this information and getting more comfortable with it so I could see the value in it for more people. And especially with these younger ones, they're going to want BOD. They're going to love it because it's everywhere. They can stream it through everything. They can access it anywhere. And it has so many different products in it. Plus, they can download workouts to their device so that they can go anywhere. Travelers, perfect. It's right at their fingertips. So that's what I'm going to be working on, making a couple videos of an introduction of you're a new participant. Congratulations and welcome. And here's your first steps to springboard your success. And it's going to be about downloading those apps and about looking at those videos and giving me a takeaway from those videos. And if I can introduce that from the very beginning as a participant, then it's going to be that much easier when I'm trying to introduce them to the idea of the coaching opportunity later on. Does that all make sense? You feeling it? You like it? Okay. So real quick, I'd like a little bit of feedback as far as our HealthBET group. Number one, is everybody cool about still co-leading HealthBET group? We good? Yes. Meredith, I'm assuming you're shaking your head yes.
I am. I'm shaking my head yes.
And if I make a intro to new participants video, do you want to just use that, or would you like to do something of your own?
What do you mean? What are you going to do? Like post it in the app, or are you going to just give it?
During prep week, I'm actually going to make it, and so I will send that as soon as somebody completes their order. I'm gonna have a video to send them. So you probably should make one.
Yeah.
For people. But I think it's useful inside, the tracker as well, as part of that prep week.
Mm-hmm.
I make separate ones. One is for prep week and one is for just my personal participants.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to post it in there, that's fine with me. But I think, are we going to start a brand new group, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to set that one up?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm just going to be, because I'm going to be traveling so much that first week of September. I'm going to be gone from the 3rd through the 11th.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what I'm going to hopefully be tracking and have no issues with internet access, but I don't know.
Well, here's the kicker. I did see kind of a little loophole to this. You have to have your things tracked by midnight of the week. So you can do them all in one day. Did everybody see that? We don't want we don't want people to do that, but you know, there is a loophole, so you'll at some point be able to get it done. If it's not every single day, you'll be able to get it in there. But we'll work out the logistics of like posting days and stuff like that. And obviously I owe you for the last one. So I would say don't worry about it, or we'll just schedule them, whatever.
That's fine.
And I'll just kind of keep an extra eye out. I need to make a list of everybody that is moving over and get those for sure yeses. I would say if you guys could send me a message with every names of your people.
I would say we can add our own people.
Okay.
You just have to set up the app and invite us and make us admins of it, and then we can all invite our own people.
Well, I want to be able to keep track of them when you're gone, and I don't necessarily always remember who is whose. So if I need to check in on somebody specifically while you're gone, you see what I'm saying? So I know yours, so I can keep an eye on them.
And you can see in the back who invited who.
Oh,
just so
okay.
you know.
In the portal?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know exactly who all your people are and all who Nikki's people are. And
oh, glad you know the portal so well. Terry, you'll have people. Maybe not right now, but you will have people. She's so cute. Okay. Does this all sound like pretty good? Oh my God, I can't believe we're moving in September. It's so crazy. All right, I think I'll stop the recording and figure out if there's anything else we need to cover, and we'll figure all the other logistics out. Thanks, guys. Love you.